I'm finding out about. Feel free to reach out anytime if you think I've missed something or got it wrong. I did a early morning live stream showing my stationary level bird bath and the movement of the moon and my vertical free hanging, virtually non moving wind chimes in my front yard. I can do that with a live stream. It comes across a bit different. The fact that it's live and I'm just leaving it up there as it recommended, like it just shows that truth is live. That's the official YouTube mention of that. And there will be people from all over the world that come on out here. I've met many of them over a dozen years, actually 18 years I've been coming out here. Um, I've been doing this uh, for the last decade or so. Got a lot of YouTube videos that are featured in my library that cover the topics that I talk about: the military, medical, financial, informational, industrial complexes, foisting a digital tyranny on all of humanity, an epic battle between good and evil. Who's your daddy now? Maybe you've heard that said. There's a spiritual battle, like I said, between good and evil, and the representative families of the Almighty and the devil, the fallen one. So the Almighty goes by a variety of names: the living word, the living water, the great I am, the Alpha and Omega, knowing the end from the beginning. He's all powerful and all knowing, omnipotent and omniscient. Do you know him? Is he your heavenly father? And if he is, have you been born again yet? Not everybody that is a child of God that has been born again yet. So here is to help people make an informed choice on their eternity. Where will you spend forever and why? I believe it's entirely by God's grace that anybody can love and believe the truth, let alone find it. And certainly the most important truth is the biblical proclamation of the gospel. Now, the fallen one, Satan, Lucifer, that fell, has a family too: demons, fallen angels, and his children. Now, Satan will use who and what he can. The Almighty uses everything and everyone, including Satan and his weapons and his family. So that's why it's good to be a child of the King. It's priceless. So, what will it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? Or what can a man give in exchange for his soul? I remember when I first saw that, it was before I actually read the Bible. It was in on a silo outside of a barn in Wisconsin in big Gothic letters. They were about 2 feet tall. They were big, and I thought, I saw it as a boy before I got into the wild lifestyle that I had gotten into, like the prodigal son, so to speak. And then the Almighty made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I didn't want to. It was irresistible grace that drew me in. And the reason I struggled with the flesh so much is because that's all I had. And I didn't know it until I had more. I thought I was born again in 1982 until I actually was in 2014. Hi there. Hi. Good boy. Good day. And so it's very interesting. Even though I did full time ministry activity, Rawhide Boys Ranch in New London, Wisconsin, from 1991 to 2002. And I helped build a mega church, Christ the Rock Community Church in Appleton or Menasha, Wisconsin. There were different locations at different times. You could check it out if you like. You could check me out if you like. That's why my name and phone number are out there, way out there, for people to look at, Run a search on me if you want. I'm not hiding anything. I'm actually exposing the truth about everything that I find out about and invite your feedback if you think I missed something or got it wrong. We live on a stationary level Earth with the local sun. The sun, moon, and stars move above us. And that's just how it is. You can look in Genesis if you care to. There's a firmament above us, a structure that provides the ability for us to have a pressurized atmosphere. You can't have a pressurized atmosphere without a container. That container is the firmament. So there it is. Food for thought for you. And like I mentioned, you can reach out anytime you like. So in the group, we've got little dogs and we've got puppies and older dogs and older people, rescue dog people. Very interesting. The other day there was there were horses riding out of the fog over on the beach there. Inlet Point Plantation does that. One of the things that I mentioned or wanted to mention, I may add a an affiliate link to Amazon. I mentioned a lot of Amazon products. One of them that I recently got was a portable, cordless water desalinator. And you can see it. It's a Pure Well and it's on Amazon under $200. So this whole body of water a few miles from my home potentially is a potable water source after I run it through that. Food for thought. You may want to think about it. Things are going to be hard to get, hard to impossible to get. From fuel to electricity, I have a portable power station, an Anchor Solex 1000C I got, and I've got a 100-watt uh, solar panel that I can connect to it. I can also connect the Truth Mobile to it and charge that up. Toyota Prius has a large generator that regenerates the lithium battery that allows for propulsion. So the way it works is brake energy is harvested and converted into acceleration or takeaway energy. Good morning. Something to think about. Um, I can connect my inverter to the jumper cables to my battery on my car. I've got videos that put a Prius as a home generator. And now we went to the afternoon hours, the summer hours for peak energy. So with Ori Electric, from 3 to 6 p.m. will be peak energy. It used to be 6 to 9, but it goes from a nickel per kilowatt, a nickel, maybe 5.5 cents, to $12. $12. So I operate off peak energy. That's how I do it. So Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. I put that in my videos, and that's how I developed the name or came up with the name Truth. And like I say, you can reach out anytime. The number one on there isn't just for long distance, it's the area code or the country code of the United States. That's how that is. That's why I mention it. That's why it's on my cards and it's on my stickers. So somebody that pulls up to me on a intersection can go, huh, I wonder what that's about. What kind of a whack job do we have here? Well, an unusual kind of one that wanted to compile the information digitally of world class documentary creators, including beautiful nature videos, hard hitting documentaries, fun stuff, funny stuff, tragic stuff. Um, the world that we're living in, the truth and the deception, the truth tellers and the deceivers are there. God's grace is required to love and believe the truth, let alone find it. How will you know it when it's right in front of you? How are you going to figure it out? Well, like I say, God's grace is required for that. I'm just going to slip this under here for now. So, this is at the Point in Cherry Grove. We've got nice bathrooms and showers and all that here. And so, even when it's windy and all that, oh, somebody tried peeling it off. Oh, well, I've got about 1,000 more stickers. Hey, good morning, ladies. Feel free to reach out on my channel if you want. I've got a sticker up there, and you're on a live stream right now if you want to wave and say hi. Hey, thanks. So, just to give you an idea, it's the truth about everything that I'm finding out about. And if you think I missed something or got it wrong, you could send me a link or give me a call. Okay. Hey, you're welcome. And I'm on different platforms too. I'm not working on TikTok, but I've got a TikTok account and Instagram and all that. Thanks, ladies. So I remember about, gosh, 82, 20, about 45 years ago. I met some people that told me about Jesus and they gave me a Bible. It was Solid Rock Street Ministry on College Avenue in Wisconsin. Shortly after I crashed my car, my gorgeous girlfriend, looked like Morgan Fairchild, said she was going to cast a spell on me. And the last time she did that, her boyfriend died. I had an I had a near death experience, electricity running through my car after I sheared off the power pole and a transformer was on the hood and sparks were jumping out. I had a pound of marijuana in the car and I was drunk and I didn't even get a ticket. I guess they figured I paid a pretty hefty price or why? Why was I just let off? This was in I believe 1981. So anyway, I asked my mom to take me to Barney's salvage yard to I had some stuff I wanted to get out of my car, and I was so happy to find the pound of marijuana that I had in there. And then I got a different car and drove it to Texas and had a lot of wild experiences throughout all this. But anyway, when I met these people from Solid Rock Street Ministry, I thought either they are terribly deceived or they have found the truth. Well, they found the truth, and then the truth found me. He always knew where I was. I was in the Lamb's Book of Life from the foundation of the world, as well as all of his children. How awesome is that? The doctrine of election, predestination is absolutely there. If you think it's not, look harder, look again. It's all over the place. Once I saw it, I could not unsee it. Also, Jesus said he would return in the first century. When he did in the temple, not only did he cleanse it in his earthly ministry initially when he showed up, it was also when he destroyed the temple. And it was an end of the old world order, so to speak, or the old arrangement. Uh, he showed the synagogue of Satan, those that were running the religious scheme in the temple, and he cast the money changers out in his earthly ministry. And we're commemorating on the this upcoming Sunday we're commemorating Resurrection Day, or at least I am. And I celebrate Resurrection Day every day. He's alive and he's in me and all of his children that are actually born of the Spirit. I highly recommend everybody seek the truth with all your heart because it matters for eternity. So there are very polarizing topics within the library I compiled for your consideration. So there you go. And there they go. People going on their way. And I talk to those people quite often, it just greeting and that. Sometimes we'll have deeper conversations. One of the things that I wanted to show you too, I have as a part of this, what I should, a lot of people are curious about the water. Why do I have what's in the jug? Well, it's highly purified, carbon filtered, and solar activated reverse osmosis drinking water with a pinch of full spectrum sea salt. What you're looking at out here is the largest body of electrolyte in the world. The sun and the moon hit it, it evaporates, and then this sea salty mist blows in on the people and everything. And it's some of the healthiest air I'm aware of in this world that's being contaminated, weaponized with nanotechnology in the food, water, air, recreational substances, topical treatments, medicines, all of that. They are they have the system of control. The they is an artificial intelligence and the fallen ones. And like I said, the Almighty will use everything. Well, they've tethered people to quantum supercomputers through the mesh network of Wi-Fi, cellular, Starlink, the power grid, and more, maybe that I'm unaware of. What I found out is I was able to trade in the lies that I believed for the truth that I didn't perceive initially. And then the Almighty helped me to see it. So I encourage everybody to seek the truth with all your heart because it matters for eternity. I want to thank you so much for your public and private encouragement. Feel free to reach out anytime you like.